Alright. No fun anymore? Huh. Looking. Can't handle all this excitement. Hello. There we go. Nada. Clear for now. Looks like they left us. I've had better crappy armor. If you like me without holes, could use some actual armor. Don't want to do that. Calm down. Wrong moment to get out of cover. Look, maybe you'll learn something. That's just sad. You're running out of ammo. Holding it wrong. Little to the left. That's it? Give me more than that. Don't do that. Yeah. They drawl about the lake, like it explains their compulsion to cover every iota of the wasteland. Don't insult shitholes like that. See much lack of freedom in the post-apocalyptic wasteland? Must be hard, chafing under the rule of all that desert. But find a few ruined buildings, some vagrants, throw in horrors and alcohol, and you've got freedom. The splendor of Freeside. Freeside. In the name. Finally. Freedom. Gazing. At least we've got ambitions. Let us ride into the golden age. Would probably resonate around here. Would be fun to watch, at least. I can't even. You want to hear a story? A man once told me to kill a Brahmin baron. Told me where he lived. I went there, knocked on his door. He opened up, and I shot his face off. The end. And I ate some of the Brahmin steak in his kitchen. It was tough. You don't know what you want, or you're expecting the wrong things from me. Just a heads up. No, you don't. I can't tell stories. And generally, people don't hire a bounty hunter looking for a bard. If you wanted someone to spin tales for you, sorry to disappoint. You don't? Unless you've mistaken a whore for one. I'm good at just about anything involving violence. If you want a bard, you won't like me. Guess they got bored. Got something in common. Don't say we're running after them. Don't do it silently either. Fun's over now. 5-minute break? Not again. 04. Great. Ugh. Thanks for the warning. Easy. Might want to leave. Uh-oh. Ugh. Oh, come on! Huh. Looking. Was too good to be true. Of course. Nice while it lasted. Gone? Damn it. They're gone. Can we go now? With a heavy heart, I have to say they escaped. Smooth. Nothing to see here. Someone's trying to stay quiet. And failing. Might have some guests. Ugh. Come on. Just stop sneaking. Can't handle all this excitement. Hello. There we go. Always wondered why anyone would want to be a courier in the first place. Get a lot of deliveries to Vegas? Just a bit. Forgot how to aim. Composure. Always good. And that's how you shoot. Yes, that's how you aim. Yes, that's how you aim. Little to the left. Didn't we go over this? Don't step on it. Really there? Save some. Almost stepped on it. Wait for it. Wouldn't hate a heads up. Freer. Only ups I remember was being up on a cross. Guess the downs weren't that bad. On your own doesn't give you faulty intel, which gets you crucified. NCR does that every now and then. Thought I told you I cry myself to sleep every night. That's it. Depends on my new ghoul friend. Whatever happens, it'll wait until after the dam. No point to any of this if the Legion gets to redecorate the Mojave. Indeed. Oh joy. Oh, I do. Think a bit, and you'll figure it out too. Wouldn't be the NCR otherwise. We'll see. Legion's after a ranger, name of Ronald. Haven't had luck. Now they're nice enough to pay us if we give a helping hand. NCR informant is hanging out at the Wrangler. Gotta stay classy. Best and only lead we've got. You lead the way. Legion's after a ranger, name of Ronald. Haven't had luck. Now they're nice enough to pay us if we give a helping hand. According to the list, they'd spotted him in Freeside a few times. Always gave them the slip. All I had to do was acquire some NCR info on ranger hideouts in Freeside. Now we're 1 page ahead of them. Make up a number. More than that. Money shouldn't pay the price for petty feuds. I can put aside our differences for their caps. We must always think of the caps. Still wouldn't say no to them. Got a bounty. Close by. It pays. Caps. You don't know what this is, but if you don't like easy money, Legion's not a fan of bounty hunters. They were desperate enough this time, but they still keep their cheat sheet to themselves. If they cross the finish line first, job's still done, and no need to pay anyone. But now, we're on the same page. Didn't have to steal a list to find out about the bounty, just to get some extra perspective they didn't want to share. No, not really. Got a bounty. Close by. It pays. Caps. This was almost worth losing 20,000 caps for. Almost. All about the fun. As long as you have my back. Quick and painful. Don't make me run after him. As much as I'd enjoy to see that, I'd prefer to see some caps. Don't make me run after him. Just no loud noises. Yeah, be quiet.
Maybe there's a reason he lost his will to drink.
You don't like getting crucified, do you? So no. So you wouldn't want me to tell the Legion that I found an escaped slave. Knowing your aliases, your code names within NCR, easy to track you down, especially for their double agents. Okay, I'll just go tell them real quick.
But I don't seem to care. Sorry.
Fancy lambs. What have I got to gain? Who knows? Oh, I will. Brandon Wright. No. Fancy, unique style, means he's got taste. Personal preferences, not related to practicality, means he's probably alive, not a robot or AI. Old-fashioned, 1950s, maybe due to nostalgia. Flawed, even less chances of him being an artificial entity. More likely he's old and quite human. AIs can talk, robots can talk, security systems can talk, pre-recorded messages can interact. Once saw a sink that could talk. No. Not much. Maybe an advanced AI. Maybe a robot acting on orders. More questions than answers. Fancy. Unique style. Means he's got taste. Personal preferences. Not related to practicality. Means he's probably alive. Not a robot or AI. Old-fashioned. 1950s. Maybe due to nostalgia. Flawed. Even less chances of him being an artificial entity. More likely he's old and quite human. Exactly not. He doesn't need it. He can see through any screen. You think he needs a lamp? He has it because he wants it. Means he's got taste. Personal preference, not related to practicality. Means he's probably alive, not a robot or AI. Old-fashioned. 1950s. Maybe due to nostalgia. Flawed. Even less chances of him being an artificial entity. More likely he's old and quite human. It's about desire, not need. Means he's got taste. Personal preferences, not related to practicality. Means he's probably alive, not a robot or AI. Old-fashioned. 1950s, maybe due to nostalgia. Flawed. Even less chances of him being an artificial entity. More likely he's old and quite human. When can you learn from a voice coming through a screen? Why aren't you? Or maybe I just made this up. Or maybe I just made this up. You need the looking but not seeing speech? Keep your shirt on. If you want me to follow you around, only asking for 2,000. Hope your definition of much more matches mine. Exactly. Nothing. Can't spare some nothing. Don't apologize. Done me a favor. Thank you. Shame. No. I just cause it. And kill the only ranger NCR had sent to watch me. Think there might be a chance they'll want to look into that? And who will they suspect? Piece of advice. Never hire a mutant for anything. Could retire with this. As much as any army taking over the wasteland matters. Legion matters. Enclave mattered. Huh. Am I? Recall. Was hoping you wouldn't. If you are, always wondered why anyone would want to be a courier in the first place. Get a lot of deliveries to Vegas? I'm not going to ask you if you're joking. I'm going to ask you for the money one more time. No, not a courier. The courier. Figured it out halfway through our first chat. Only reason I kept talking to you. Thought that, if anything, you might be useful. Figured it out halfway through our first chat. Only reason I kept talking to you. Thought that, if anything, you might be useful. Did I say I would? Nothing's free. Wouldn't count on that. Nothing's free. Almost as good at finding bounties as I am at bringing them in. All it takes is a little dedication to the craft. Never needed that for Robert. Just needed the info on it about the target. Now I have it. Almost as good at finding bounties as I am at bringing them in. All it takes is a little dedication to the craft. When you got those documents from the Legion boys, you were kind enough to get a list for me as well. Never needed that for Robert. Just needed the info on it about the target. Now I have it. Almost as good at finding bounties as I am at bringing them in. All it takes is a little dedication to the craft. Apparently, Legion really can't stand some NCR Ranger. Enough to post a bounty on him. Legion's after him too. Knew that for a while. Didn't know what they had on him. But you were nice enough to go and fetch that list for me. According to the list, they'd spotted him in Freeside a few times. Always gave them the slip. One perk of being a ranger, got hideouts sprinkled all over the place. Recall the one in Freeside. Might as well start there. Legion has a few ambush spots towards the east, on routes rangers often use, which NCR rarely knows about, unsurprisingly. Could retire with this. We'll give him just the right ones, so he crosses paths with the Legionaries. Lure him into a trap, ambushed, killed, another NCR fuck-up. I cry myself to sleep every night. He's a poster boy. Really broken up I never reached those heights. We go through this, NCR might change. They might not. Not much certainty. One thing certain, definitely won't change if we don't go through with this. No might there. And we need to make sure it doesn't. My attackers weren't nice enough to send out a distress signal with my emergency radio after they left me for dead. We'll make sure not to forget about that. Common courtesy. Veteran. Decorated. Example to be followed. One of the best. So on and so forth. If it's not sentimental, it'll be a practical reason that might cause them to stop sending people to die. An engineer, a soldier, a ranger. They're not NCR. This is about maybe reducing the body count a bit. Saving him would reduce it by 1. Making sure he dies would send NCR a message. Might think twice before sending their people on suicide strolls. Might reduce it by more than 1 in the long run. No. Make sure he doesn't, actually. Take out the fellow. And yes, if you thought long term, you'd see the reason. One life for many and all that. Got info on a ranger. Name of Ronald. That NCR is sending east. Reconnaissance. Got info on a ranger. Name of Ronald. That NCR is sending east. Reconnaissance. Rangers should stick together. Was. Still in spirit, though. Not just for him. Every one of the NCR's little tools. Saving him would save him. Making sure he dies would send the NCR a message. Might think twice before sending their people on suicide missions. Might save more than just him in the long run. Don't move until I do. Guest of honor's running late. Emergency radio is active. NCR will be here in a few minutes. Check him for anything worthwhile. Quickly. Right on time. Dressed appropriately, too. Could use some skin lotion. Front row seats. Now we watch. Stay here. No, thank you. No, just people like you. I'll handle it. Ideas? Looks like a steamy love affair infiltrated the NCR. Was going for sarcasm, but not that unlikely. Looks like a couple of frisky young folks infiltrated the NCR. Was going for sarcasm, but not that unlikely. Man with a plan. Cheap mercs. If you got the caps, should be simple. And if you don't, should be even simpler. Up to you. Cheap mercs. If you got the caps, should be simple. And if you don't, should be even simpler. Up to you. Got a knack for that. Persuade. Let me find a good spot before you begin. Maybe try it with less killing this time. There's 5 of you. 5 little humies against a town of super mutants. Or until they've reduced you to bones with some skin left on them. And really depends on their appetite. Think. Not too long. A minute. Is that worth what? Some caps to throw away for some cheap pussy? You've never fought a mutant. You don't know how much fun it is when one of them gets their hands on you. And here, they outnumber you 10 to 1. and your job is to make them angry enough to attack you? Guess I know why an NCR can afford to hire someone for this. Corpses work for free, don't they? Washing machine, washing machine, washing machine. Secret. Yeah, secret door. Keep the really good washing machines in there. Wouldn't hurt checking that out. Please leave the hat on. No, that's great. Don't think the NCR went a bit overboard with those. Got them everywhere. How is that any different from not having a plan? I'll handle it. I'll handle it. You just do what he asks. I'll surprise him when he decides to stop playing nice. You just do what he asks. I'll surprise him when he decides to stop playing nice. Wise words. Don't think he likes sharing with the other kids. Simple it is. Running low on ammo, anyway. Not a negotiator. Not up for much today? Okay, let's go. Come on, I'm freezing. Maybe if you were watching us. Now, how would you know that? Because you knew that sorry corpse there is Robert Morris, and now you're thinking I'm as clueless as you are. And why would you be watching us? Hey, I'm trying to be civil here. If you like, I'll show you some of my temper. That what you want? Hi there. Enjoy the show? Seems so captivated. Almost didn't want to disturb you. Thought I'd help you get your hands on Robert Morris, is it? Spread around a little. Bit here, bit there. Little accident. He's not as pretty as he was before, but I hope you don't mind. 20,000, I think? You've already made sure. To avoid incidents like this. You've been here a while. You knew Morris was here. You've seen him. You've seen me. Didn't plan for him to die, but that's what happened. Huh. Never told you his head exploded. Or that he had a collar. Brandon Wright. No. Not Legion. No. Just one very special target. If only. NCR's got older enemies than these deluded tribals. See one of the slaves on the left of the stand? Old balding head? Expensive head. Alright, listen up. I'm not a bodyguard. I'm a bounty hunter. Wish I was a bodyguard. Unfortunately, I'm a bounty hunter. Can't afford to leave. If I had that kind of money, I wouldn't waste my time here. We wait. You'll have to report in eventually. Slip the orders in with his map. Can't miss them. And if a Frumentarius has the squad's orders on him, means the squad's not coming. Tragically. Don't ask me. What do you think? For now? Yeah, while ago. Needed some info. He wasn't being particularly forthcoming. Shortly after I came back from my vacation in Arizona. Still a bit on edge back then. I'm sure you wouldn't. Be more vague. Tasting my own medicine? Not bad. Probably terrified of having two lazy eyes. Up to you. Do things your way, don't we? Pretty sure. No. Always go for the friend. Left him with more than a lazy eye. Or less. Depending on how you look at it. Before we got the pleasure of the Legion's company around here. Just NCR and hobos. What I asked him afterwards. Just needed some info. He got snarky with me. I saw the tree and I missed the forest. Drunks are so cute when they get scared. Could retire with this. Persuaded the hell out of him. I'm waiting. Never gets old. Sometimes I wish I could make them do that. Need something? Need something? How can I help? How can I help? Patience, patience. Not the best time. Get the stuff. You like caps? Want to tag along to something? What? Wondering if Hanlon's senile or actually into what he's doing. Don't wait for me. Seriously? Go on. No caps for you. Want to tag along to something? I didn't. Thanks for opening up. Knew he'd try something, and somehow I doubt he'd ask for a working collar. And you're gonna do that, how? Good thing I've seen your haggling skills in action. Spare this one, No. Still no. Don't do that. Could retire with this. Maybe an advanced AI. Maybe a robot acting on orders, or questions and answers. Fancy. Unique style. Means he's got taste. Personal preferences. Not related to practicality. Means he's probably alive. Not a robot or AI. Old-fashioned. 1950s. Maybe due to nostalgia. Flawed. Even less chances of him being an artificial entity. More likely he's old and quite human. Much. Lamps don't talk. Lamp is important. Always do. You haven't seen NCR's idea of expanding. Hasn't worked so far. No reason for that to magically change. Guess I have. You put 2 and 2 together. Or like 1 and 1, but still, nothing you'd be interested in. Don't need to be perceptive for this. It's a lamp. Why does he have this lamp? Yeah, doubt a sermon about loyalty would have helped more. I will. NCR sees it's a mistake. Losing their top ranger, maybe they'll stop sending them out to die. Yeah? Okay, let's go. Maybe. Doesn't look too talkative now. Probably for the better. Point proven, at least. No. NCR would have messed up the knot on the cross, which is why they're to blame here. If that's what you see, not helping your case. Looks like it. If I did. Dealt with it. What did they say? Bingo. Getting crucified leaves a grudge or two. Why didn't he? Why didn't he? Very happy. Okay, let's go. How's that? Oh, I realized. Just not sure if I like that or not. I'll give it some thought. No promises. Grown the same beard too. I'll give it some thought. No promises. If you told me I'd do this while I was lashed to that cross, I'd laugh at you. If it wasn't for that pain and agony. Helping the Legion isn't right, which is why I'm doing this. To help the NCR. We went over it. If you say so, then what we did here is definitely wrong. That's so? And it wasn't. And it made him like this. Anything on him? One favor. Don't think... Oh... Need more than his old groceries to prove that. Rotten enough mind to turn to pork and beans. Maybe. Keep looking. So nice of him. Prefers eating radiation than to steal some cans. Maybe. Need more than this, though. See what else there is. He's not a secret agent. Confusing people isn't high on his list. Doubt he even has a list. Just keep looking for now. You can steal it. Up to now. Not that bad. Hopefully. About to find out. Not sure yet. Ugh, that's raw. Fucking raw. And who put them in the graveyard? Grecki, make this one easy, Just want the caps. Good thing we're not accepting sketchy jobs from even sketchier scientists. Subtle. Then they'll wonder what alerted the Legion. An elevator. House makes elevators. No more stairs. We're joining House. Would have gotten torn apart in their little initiation. The stereotypical compassionate, pacifistic, poetry-loving con. Crappy poetry. But poetry. Delaying the inevitable. Wouldn't have done that on her own. Risk of going Leo on everyone for a few murky memories. Better be some good memories. Unless she gets herself killed before. Could leave him. Did I say we could leave him? Sorry, I meant we should leave him. Not now. Do I? Guess. Perceptive. Someone too valuable to let go. Sure seems eager to, though. I'll leave that to your imagination. Guess it was obvious. Shouldn't play that kind of game. I'll bite. Brandon Wright. Rhyme not intended. That was horrible. Then they were lying. Kind of like this. Brandon Wright. Charmed. Brandon Wright. Still enough? Quite a lot about quite a lot. Have to. Quite a lot about quite a lot. Have to. Oh. Just like lists. Collect them. Drop it for now. That's rude. You tell me. You get a lot of people that try to appear to be strong, capable, whatever. Always watch out for those who appear weak, brittle. Some of them know that they don't need to pretend. We know as good as nothing. So before doing anything stupid, talk with Mr. Morris a bit. Pretend you're a buyer. Ask him some questions. Find out in what kind of situation he's in. And for fuck's sake, don't tell him a bounty hunter hired you. Then you've never seen a cheap bodyguard. Tired of a lot of things. Of course. Yes. We're on it. Oh, already? Dramatic goodbye time? Sure about that? Don't tease me. Shouldn't second guess yourself. If you're sure. Casino? Wallet feels lighter already. Kidding. I don't have a wallet. For now. Hope it's cleaner this time. Wasn't talking about me. Just the two of us? Didn't know you were the romantic type. Little field trip? If you really want to. Lead on. Yeah. Just don't run all the time. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yay. No. Come back. Bit too much. Uh-huh. Didn't work the last time. Ugh. Stay behind them. This always goes well. Looking a little tired there. A plan. Don't think too hard. Glad I got your permission. Intimate. Yeah. Quick and clean. Smart. Progressive. You do that. And you're gonna pick them from afar? All ears. This should be good. Didn't know I had those. Lead the way. Alright. Don't mind that. Let's. Might take a few seconds. You'll forget to sell it anyway. Let's see. I know what this means. Yeah, got a smoke? With bated breath, could retire with this. Pretty. Effective. Stupid. Short-sighted. Legion. Not too gentle. Yeah. I'm gonna leave before I do something you'll regret. Bet you liked them more when they weren't rotting. Shame NCR let you rot then. Fuck-up's not as obvious on me. Doesn't look like it. Looking to see if this is a reunion of 2 or 3. So, you keep playing for the NCR, and what does it get you? And once I come inside, what do I do? But we'll still get some. What do I fucking do? God damn it, man. Beautiful. When you say contact, you mean drop in, make me follow you around, and occasionally run some errands for the NCR. Couple of vodkas and, Sunset Sarsaparilla. Much more interested in a ranger. Ronald Reed. Few bells ringing. That's his job. That's her job. Easily misinterpreted. You asked for it. There you go. You can. You should. At least until we found more than his old groceries. Hear the latest talk? NCR really wants someone to take care of you. Not a quarter tough enough. No. Love that hat of yours, though. Bet NCR loves it even more. Might even love it enough to think you're dead. The simple kind. Don't worry. Gave me that beauty of a helmet and some caps for my friend here to keep any hit squads off your back. If I find myself dead on the way out, I won't come running to you. Promise. Come on. Enclave I bought. Of course. It starts talking about Sweet America. I'm done. Get a good amount of caps for selling scrap metal here. Especially floating scrap metal. Are they programmed against telling us the actual passphrase instead of everyone's part? Next thing you know, he'll be barking Kaiser. Give him a couple weeks till he starts asking for jet. 2, 3, 4... Wow. Sniper. 308 ammo. Good enough for you, Boone? NCR. First recon. Might as well put up a sign. Would be almost as obvious. Doctor? No genius inventions come to mind yet? People could do with less stairs. Typical. Nope. Not real. There's... Smells. Doesn't stink. That's a start. Maybe I am. Only know what I'm not, and that's suicidal. Playing ground for the Legion, which I would wish on few people. Convicts, NCR, traitors, slaves, all stacked up. What's left of them? Prettiest thing in the world for our little legionaries. Convicts, NCR, traitors, slaves. Take your pick. Stack them up real nice. What's left of them? I gave you a name. One of the two things I said was a lie. Wouldn't be a good bodyguard if I told you that now, would I? West. Then you should just happen to know that I have no time for you. Then you should just happen to know that I have no time for you. Then you should just happen to know that I have no time for you. You're distracting me. You'd be disappointed. No, not Legion. No, just one very special target. If only. Even better. Stay here. See? All worked out. Stay here. Right. 30%. Glad you agree. See one of the slaves on the left of the stand? Old balding head. Expensive head. Wish I was. No. Target's real enough for me to have to stay here with my friends. The tribals. See one of the slaves on the left of the stand? Old balding head. Expensive head. See one of the slaves on the left of the stand? Old balding head. Expensive head. Ooh. If I don't? Sitting. You can ask anything you want. No, you don't. Neither am I. That's why I'm sending you. You intercept the legionaries headed to get Morris. Steal any documents they have, and come back here. Problem solved. Make sure to check every single one of them. Anything paper-like on them, you take it. Trying and failing. I'm just as good at metaphors as I am at telling stories. Glorified term for what I do. Do you go to a whorehouse looking for jugglers? Can't believe Fine. I was a ranger, okay? Full disclosure. No more questions. An engineer, a soldier, a ranger. They're not NCR. This is about reducing the body count a bit. Saving Ronald would reduce it by 1. Making sure he dies would send NCR a message. Might think twice before sending their people on suicide strolls. Might reduce it by more than 1. Easier than explaining this. Veteran, decorated, example to be followed, one of the best, so on and so forth. If it's not sentimental, it'll be a practical reason that might cause them to stop sending people to die. I cry myself to sleep every night. He's a poster boy. Really broken up, I never reached those heights. Legion has a few spots towards the east, on routes rangers often use, which NCR rarely knows about, unsurprisingly. Our ranger is currently waiting on orders to head east. Just needs the coordinates. That's where we come in. We'll make sure to give him just the right coordinates, so he crosses path with the Legionnaires. Ambushed, killed, another NCR mistake. You got sent east by the NCR. The NCR left you. Never sent any help. After, they messed up on their intel. At least, not keep working for him like nothing happened. Yeah, and I changed my mind. And you don't? You're not angry? Not at all? And you're fixing it by doing what they want you to do. Doesn't look like it. Not your fuck up. Guess. It stands out that my life still has meaning. Go chat with your damsel in distress. Might get lucky. I'll let you worry then. Then my life still has meaning. Helped myself. Doesn't count, if you say so. Not always that easy, though. Go chat with your damsel in distress. Might get lucky. I'll let you see what you want to see. Might have, or not. Not sure which one is worse. Go chat with your damsel in distress. Might get lucky. Thanks to you, I'll never know. Never liked screaming. Or my act showing. Fine. All about the sharing, is he? Don't believe I ever moaned. If I come off that melodramatic, though, something's going wrong. Also, don't hide info from me again. Helped myself. Doesn't count, if you say so. Not always that easy, though. Might have, or not. Not sure which one is worse. Might have, or not. Not sure which one is worse. Go chat with your damsel in distress. Might get lucky. Thanks to you, I'll never know. Might have, or not. Not sure which one is worse. I don't mind getting stabbed in the back. I mind getting treated like a junkie with short-term memory loss. No, wait. I do mind getting stabbed in the back. Go chat with your damsel in distress. Might get lucky. Didn't go easy on the jet. Been a while, though. These were all used up over a month ago. Quickly, too. And then he magically decided to break the habit. With flying colors. Didn't go easy on the jet. Been a while, though. These were all used up over a month ago. Quickly, too. Maybe. Keep looking. Just keep looking for now. Ghouls aren't known for being big fans of it. Barely any effect. Might have found the reason behind his triumph against addiction. About as much evidence as we'll get. Time to get out of here. Pup's not going to try to bite the bull, is it? Good. The pup won't do anything stupid next to the bull, knowing how stupid it is, right? You're not going to try and do anything smart in there, like attacking Caesar, are you? Wouldn't hurt if you actually noted it down somewhere. I just don't want an army of crazies to come after me. The pup wouldn't do anything stupid next to the bull, knowing how stupid it is, right? You're not going to try and do anything smart in there like attacking Caesar, are you? Oh, you're not dead. 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 Thanks for not taking the bet, Boone. Oh, you're not dead. Oh, you're not dead. Oh, you're not dead. Munchkin got you 50 caps. And I owe you a dress. 50 cap limit. In mind and body. Followers don't follow through on shameful things like bets, right? Especially if they won the bet. Their specific wish. And I owe a floating ball of scrap caps. 60. 65. Whiskey? Shocked. Take it they know how to use sarcasm. 50 it is. Yeah, caps or some delicious out-of-date slightly irradiated sarsaparilla. Couldn't do without an army of robots out to kill us. House is happy. Baldy won't know any better. They do look nice. Can't imagine why this place is so popular. Probably the cushions. Not enough variety. Crimson and Graphs never did play well with others. Really not in the mood for this. Now, just thank you. Always is. Good thing this is not a death trap. Come on. There. Not that I don't love stairs, but... whatever. Whatever you say. Nothing against trying. Just a shame that all that effort will go to waste. There's no point. You know there's no point. If you're feeling kind, you'll savor the disappointment. Trying builds hope, and the more hope she gets, the more it'll crush her when you fail. And if you're feeling kind, you'll tell her how futile this is. And no, you won't succeed. Whatever you're doing here, due for one more rude awakening then. And what happens when you power up a lot of big, ancient, powerful generators? Yes, it shakes. Ground will shake if you destroy the generators. Ground will shake if you reactivate the generators. Caesar will be happy either way. What happens with the ground when something beneath it blows up? Should always try to. Really think Caesar can tell the difference between a distant rumble caused by an explosion and a distant rumble caused by activating the generators? And no screens on wheels firing lasers at us. And if he does, we'll have no army to deal with. Your way, we'll have to deal with an army of robots. My way, we may have to deal with an army of idiots. Not too much thinking. What happens with the ground when something beneath it blows up? Don't make House mad. Don't make Caesar mad. More comfortable. Plan. Of course. Got a couple of admirers. You intercept the legionaries headed to get Morris. Steal any documents they have, and come back here. Problem solved. Make sure to check every single one of them. Anything paper-like on them, you take it. To deal with our problem, the legionary is scheduled to pick up Robert. You'll get any documents they have, one way or another, then come back here. Make sure to check every single one of them. Anything paper-like on them, you take it. Up for a walk? Up for a walk? Up for a walk? Have specific places where they stop. Usually someone checks on them and reports back. and he's got a map marked of these places. One sitting below the other tent. Borrowed his map. Happened to leave my drink there. Slipped something into it. He happened to drink it. Poor guy. Lost all interest. Won't regain it for a few hours, at least. They have specific places where they stop. Usually someone checks on them, reports back, and he's got a map marked of these places. One sitting below the other tent. Borrowed his map. Happened to leave my drink there. Slipped something into it. He happened to drink it. Poor guy. Lost all interest. Won't regain it for a few hours, at least. They have specific places where they stop. Usually someone checks on them, reports back, and he's got a map marked of these places. One sitting below the other tent. Borrowed his map. Happened to leave my drink there. Slipped something into it. He happened to drink it. Poor guy. Lost all interest. Won't regain it for a few hours, at least. And you'll tell them you just killed a few of their legionaries so that you can buy a slave? Documents are proof enough, and probably won't get you crucified. Up to you. Either take care of them for good or... hurry. Give me the... there. Don't know for how long. Give me the... there. Don't know for how long. Give me the... there. One and only. Let's... yeah. Followed him for... long. Then one day I see slavers. Led me on quite the chase, so I thought he'd at least do me the courtesy of sneaking by them. Nope. Walks right up to him. Gives himself up. Followed him for... long. Then one day I see slavers. Led me on quite the chase, so I thought he'd at least do me the courtesy of sneaking by them. No. Walks up to them. Gives himself right up. Followed him for... long. Then one day I see slavers. Led me on quite the chase, so I thought he'd at least do me the courtesy of sneaking by them. No. Walks up to them. Gives himself right up. To deal with our problem, the legionary is scheduled to pick up Robert. You'll get any documents they have, one way or another, then come back here. Make sure to check every single one of them. Anything paper-like on them, you take it. Don't let me stop you. Nothing. No point arguing then. As long as you lunge at them, they're happy. They've got an enemy. Clear-cut objective. What if they didn't have someone to shoot at, They wouldn't know what to do. They're not a government. They're a force. A force needs a target. They turn on each other. They'll never sit back and rule. They'll always want to fight someone. We just need to get out of their way for a bit. Let them do the job for us. Yeah. I just like sounding laconic. Yeah. Would, not will. Your plan? And they need to do the same. Never said it's simple. Yeah, thanks. Of course it's not simple. If it was, we wouldn't have skirt-wearing slavers running around yelling, "A fair kill." This looked like the work of someone with a long-term plan in mind. I'll bet. It is. No. We shoot at each other, and if we don't end up on a cross, we wait a couple of years, and they come at us again. Rinse and repeat. Waiting for the punchline. Questions and jokes are rhetorical, right? Knock knock, who's there? How many fiends to change a light bulb? They're already ahead of you. Even slower death. Don't know, don't want to know, which is why you'll clean up after yourself. And no pillow creases. When you let me, you're gonna clean up after yourself. And I don't want to see any creases in the pillows. None. There's a window. You can have a look. Sitting. No, you're not. You said, "What are you doing in this dump?" And I answered, "Sitting." What happens to a bubble when it gets too big? It bursts. And the NCR is one greedy bubble. Careful what you pester me for. And the NCR is one greedy bubble. No one. Doesn't mean I can't be condescending or sarcastic towards them. What the hell would I do with myself? And? Think intentions will do the job for them? If this is their best, will it be too late when they realize it? If they realize it. I'm good at destroying things. I'm bad at following orders. And I'm lazy. That leaves cook or soldier. Guess which one? Sorry to keep you from happiness. Can't take all this magnanimity. Define care. Yes, I have a history. Happy that vague of an answer is enough for you. I know you do. Good for both of us that I'm out of metaphors for no. Make up some answers if that'll make you happy. Mostly. Not only. Can't believe Fine, yes, I was a ranger. Okay, full disclosure. No more questions. Can't take all this magnanimity. Okay. God forbid you forget to ask something. They're what happens when you put a follower with a god complex in charge. A joke that's gotten older than it should. Again? I'll try. What gave it away? Like pointless questions even less. Like pointless questions even less. If you like the unanswered kind, can you answer your own questions? I'm gonna leave, you know. Kinda makes you want to stop asking questions, Prefer people that don't ask questions. How about some face drilling? You read my mind. NCR informant is hanging out at the Wrangler. Gotta stay classy. Seen a lot of Rangers with a 12.7mm. And what am I trying to do? Occasionally. Not the hardest thing. Also don't want people knowing I was a Ranger once. Using rifles is a good way to fail at that. I don't know. Could I? I don't want NCR to know I was a Ranger. Best way to fail at that? Keep using gear Rangers use. So I don't do that. Satisfied? Yes, you are. And that's where it'll stay. Sorry? You want to hear a story. Had some questions. Now I don't. Not anymore. Okay, let's go. You want to be loyal and keep bending over after you've seen what it does to you? Not gonna stop you. We all get off somehow. Easy part's done. Anything interesting? He's got NCR to thank for his new look, and he still works for them. Very unpredictable, and he still works for them. And he still works for them. First time I actually want to know why someone's stupid. Ranger's fridge, full of unopened whiskey? Ranger's fridge, full of unopened whiskey? Ranger's fridge, full of unopened whiskey? Easy on the booze, radiation with his water, and food. Ghoulish lifestyle. Irradiated beans, enough radiation make the taste go away? Irradiated beans, enough radiation make the taste go away? Pork and beans and radiation. Still a stretch. Easy on the booze, radiation with his water, and food. Ghoulish lifestyle. Can't get clean water. In Freeside? Can't get clean water. In Freeside? Easy on the booze, radiation of his water, and food. Ghoulish lifestyle. No all-enlightening note in there? Slightly enlightening? No all-enlightening note in there? Slightly enlightening? Junkies aren't known for their moderate use of jet. Don't even know if this is his, though. Keep looking. Junkies aren't known for their moderate use of jet. Ghouls, on the other hand, not known for being big fans of it. Barely any effect. Might have found the reason behind his triumph against addiction. About as much evidence as we'll get. Time to get out of here. That key's gone next time he takes a bath. Informant's in there. Unsuspecting. Try not to announce it when we're sneaking into restricted rooms. Fancy uniform. Couldn't find a worse time. Maybe when we're not about to be jumped by a group of mentally challenged assassins. I actually love questions. Must have inspired them. Not long now. Something about kicking the Legion out of the Mojave while working for a smiling Securitron. Smiley better be crapping money. Smiley or Legion? He seems less annoying by the second. Go easier on the garam masala. Maybe add a bit of whiskey. Just having some fun of her imaginary friend. Course he doesn't. Ruining the meat, they're just... Okay, working elevator. Maybe some music. Who knows? Vault were pretty high-class experiments, but you want to take 4 flights of stairs. Yeah, that'd be something. Back from the dead. Yeah, we'll see. Guess that's one reason why I'm following you. Yeah, have fun. Fine, just... I'm using it on the way up. Even my fierce loyalty has its limits. See you downstairs. Maybe. There you go. Didn't think you'd screw him over like that. Least you've got a sense of humor. Switching collars, eh? Not bad. Any other brain-dead bounty hunter would have fallen for it. Don't beat yourself up. NCR will do that soon enough. Must have slipped. Yes. Money. 20,000, please. Don't worry. Nothing broken. At least not on the outside. Just fix those problems. Imbue me with confidence. Nope, we don't. Couldn't have found a more suitably terse, witty, and also contemptuously sarcastic expression myself. Gazing. Just missing a bureaucrat. No. Why, I was surprised when I did find them. This? Not really surprised. Except you're not. You're choosing between anarchy and democracy. So let's all make our dream come true in a town just surrounded by fiends. Even Legion think more than that. Actually, scratch that. They really don't. No need for the think. He isn't. would have already abandoned it if he knew it wouldn't magically solve all his problems. So the NCR does convert everyone into benevolent idiots sooner or later. At least it took a few years with him. One of their many shows of wisdom. Maybe he's not that senile to start talking about secret operations. Yet, calling him senile didn't give away my opinion. The answer to the NCR sending Rangers to Arizona to die for fun isn't handing a working dam to an army of tribals. As far as handing a working dam to an army of tribals is an idea at all. Lots of logic. Logic if he wants the Legion to waltz all over the Mojave. If he wants the dam to be wasted. No logic if he wants the NCR to benefit. Yeah. Bravo. Can't believe Fine. I was a Ranger, okay? Full disclosure. No more questions. Bit of a falling out with the higher-ups. Bit to the west, before NCR claimed this beautiful land. Cocky, overrated grunt, or bitter, arrogant ass stuck in the past. Think I'm more on the cocky side. When and how? Long story. Boring story. Joined NCR first. Probably did something right. Got recruited. Passed their trial. Got me a fancy badge. Anything for you. NCR sent a bunch of Rangers east. Reconnaissance. No support. Bad intel. Surprise vacation. Operation Supero. Was one of them. Protested a bit. No point. Sent me to scout a part of Arizona. Sent me right into a Legion camp. Got captured, crucified, etc. Scout the land. Help NCR prepare for expansion. Very smart stuff. They like to draw it out. Left me there for a day. Then they moved on. Hadn't counted on my inexplicable strength and endurance. Whoever tied me up just didn't do it very well. Was feeling it from the start. Got lucky that they left me for dead. Just gotta wear these gloves all the time to hide the wounds. No, that imply intention, which would imply at least some level of competence. NCR messed up. Gave us unreliable info. Incompetence. Even worse. Thanks for making me. Of course, showed superiority and signs of civilization, dating back the glory of the old world. Before the Legion came along and gave it a bad name, swept it under a couple hundred rugs after that. None that I'd like to tell you about, no. Far as I know, fuck up like that doesn't leave much standing. Of course, NCR left their favorites out of it. Don't want to risk the popular Rangers. NCR's not one to risk any of its favorite toys. Need them for the display window. Pretty sure anyone else would have done something by now. Even? What do you think I've been doing for 2 years? Don't answer that. You can see how much luck I've had. Legion ambush, mutant ambush, wild animal and beasts, radioactive hellholes, mines, raiders. To sum it up, impeccable NCR intel. Similar mission he's been assigned. Go east. Scout the land. So tell me beforehand. Sound like a self-help tape I once made the mistake of listening to. Press the stop button way too late. I'll make sure to do it a bit earlier this time. Still need more reason than just it being wrong. And you know what the smart thing to do is. Well, knowing is one thing. You read my mind. And if I behave? Never thought I'd have to actually spell this out, but did I ever give you the impression that I cared about the right thing to do? Again, could have filled me in on that earlier. It is tempting. So tell me, beforehand. Need more than his old groceries to prove that. Maybe. Keep looking. Maybe. Need more than this, though. See what else there is. Just keep looking for now. Thought she might need some vodka. Looked after her sunset well enough. Wasn't unsuspecting. Didn't think I'd slip something into my own drink. Officially, not an informant. Unofficially, she gives Rangers intel about pathways and routes east. Been at it for a few years. She'll know how to contact Ronald. Just have to persuade her to tell us. Unsuspecting of nothing. As up as it gets. Words are wind. Thanks for reminding me. Wouldn't want to feel pretentious. If I'm feeling generous. Never planning on causing a scene. Change of plans. We're gonna have a little chat with Ronald. No tea. Time to get out of here. Standard message template should be ready. Just insert these coordinates. No reason for him not to obey. Walk straight into it. Let's go. Don't want to stand him up. So touching. Grenade in his food? Only a Ranger's paranoia. Ugh. His floor is all... He's got the pick up anything you find. Probably junk. Might be useful junk. Don't think... Oh. Pinch of radioactive flavor? Maybe. Need more than this, though. See what else there is. He's not a secret agent. Confusing people isn't high on his list. Buy a leather jacket with too much hair gel. Water pump. A couple minutes out. Rangers have some sense of orientation. Thought she might need some vodka. Looked after her sunset well enough. Wasn't unsuspecting. Didn't think I'd slip something into my own drink. Why did she feed Rangers bad intel? Knowing it's bad. Knowing they'd die. She's part of the problem. Was. Now we sneak into the terminal room. Send our Ranger a message. Let's. Am I still sure I want to show the NCR what they're doing wrong and save a few hundred people from Legion hospitality? Pretty sure. She knows how NCR sends Rangers their intel. Part of the job. That's what we need to know. Then we can send him our own intel. Make sure he goes where we want to. Ends up how we want to. Tower. Nightkin. Missile launcher. Big missile launcher. Savage. Redefining the pot, calling the kettle black. Change of heart? Makes sense. Even if you could form a sentence, wouldn't have convinced me with science. Do you want to take care of Motor Runner or get the bounty? You want to get caps or a vault full of fiends trying to kill you? The kind that's high on jet. Well, no other kind. So you'll focus on killing every fiend in this vault. Smart. As could we all. What you couldn't use is a vault of foaming fiends trying to kill you in very descriptive ways. Enjoy. Idea. Taking advantage of the fact that there's not much going on in Cook's head. I'll talk to him. You get the caps. Lots of hats. Bad hats. Payday's just a few badly dressed psychos away. Just another long day. Come this far, might as well drive them back to their caves. This almost makes the inadequate pay not matter that much. Almost. Don't remember how well the NCR pays. Probably because they don't. On we go for bureaucracy. Something familiar about this. Merchants like me? If you're gonna pose as a water merchant, have some water next to you, get rid of the hat, stop shaking, and don't hide your gun in your pants. And don't eyeball any powder gangers like that. Funny. I hear laughing could cause that collar to blow. You were smart enough to give it to me. Babbled yourself into it, was it? Not right when I thought that collar would shut you up. Letting you slip through my grasp? Go on then. Try it. You're begging for that collar to blow. Come on. Afraid I can't carry you. Not one for ecstasy. Or for constant smiling. It worked. No contempt. Smiling like an idiot is useful to fool other idiots, which are most people, which makes it very useful. Just could never master it. I grunt. Yet you can't stop babbling, and I've yet to see anything useful in it. Like that time you babbled yourself out of getting enslaved. Don't keep me in suspense. 2. To capture you. You're captured right now. Don't see what you're complaining about. Tried paying. Not an option. He's off limits. He's meant for someone else. There's a band of them coming this way to pick him up. Already tried that. Shockingly, he's off limits. There's a group of them coming to pick him up. Bodies? Shame. For the NCR to get its paws all over yet another desert. A bubble. A view. That's enough. This is it? Yeah. This is it. Now I got a shitload of bottle caps. Oh, the fun. Oh, the fun. Enjoying the sight of a headless bastard. Don't think. Oh. Doubt he was sipping it for the taste. Listing reasons to drink, not to stop it. And gets it for the decor. The more money they have, the more they drink. Something in a public place. She'd see that coming. Poisoning a drink without her noticing. That she didn't expect. Something in a public place. She'd see that coming. Poisoning her drink. That she wouldn't expect. What a shame. Not me, you hurt. No hurting done. Doesn't matter now. Poisoning someone is always easy, especially if it just takes slipping something into a drink. Now, we sneak into the terminal room, send our ranger a message. Even easier than expected. Ugh. Yeah, memorize the speech by now. Good example of NCR. They try not to, but they always mess up. Makes you wonder if they do it on purpose. Huh. Would suddenly make them look very competent. You didn't get enough of him on the small screen? No off button? Always is. Getting him out of here before a group of them shows up and carries him off. And all the money with him. Inventive, too. Inventive. You wanted to do my job for me, didn't you? Come on, I won't stop you. You wanted to do my job for me, didn't you? Come on, I won't stop you. 35. Didn't tell me bartering was one of your skills. If you insist, certainly, 25% it is. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe, maybe not. Bottle caps. That slave right there, he's ex-Brotherhood. Paladin, no less. Robert Morris fought in that war of the NCR years back. He's ex-Brotherhood. Paladin, no less. Robert Morris fought in that war of the NCR years back. Not just any slave. That one right there. He's ex-Brotherhood. Paladin, no less. Robert Morris fought in that war of the NCR years back. Bodyguard. Bodyguard. Questions about the area? You don't care about the area. Didn't need my name to ask about the area. Questions about the area? You don't care about the area. Didn't need my name to ask about the area. Questions about the area? You don't care about the area. Didn't need my name to ask about the area. Uncomfortably. Don't give me a reason to. Or, don't give me a reason not to. If I could get a please with that. I'd love to see that. Can only guess where they're hauling him off to. Arizona. They always round up a lucky few that join the show over in Arizona. Follow them all you want. They'll be headed east to Arizona. That's where it gets real pretty.